Hello again. So instead of hockey, I think I'm going to talk about Toronto FC because I love TFC. TFC. I've been a huge fan since day one. Actually, went to the home opener, which was the crowd was amazing. The game, but we all know what happened the next game with the flying frisbee, sea cushions, and so TFC is not whoa is not Toronto's number one team. Toronto's number one team is still the Leafs, and it will always be the Leafs until America takes over and the baseball becomes their pastime. And is so what? Where's TFC position right now? Personally, I think they're right on level with baseball because baseball support in Toronto is dying. The team hasn't done anything since '93, and baseball's a sport. I mean, it's more of a game. It's not much of a sport, and I'm gonna get complaints from that. But come on, you see the physicality in soccer and hockey and basketball too now in the playoffs, and baseball's more just a game. Not that it's a bad game, but it's not like a heavy duty sport. And then the contracts are what pisses me off probably the most about baseball. These huge salaries. Anyway, besides that, so I think currently it's Leafs, then I suppose this is fan support. Leafs, Toronto FC, I guess Blue Jays, Raptors, Argos, Toronto Rock. Um, See, the Toronto Raptors is just they've never done anything. I mean, the supporters they have good attendance and good fans, but they never do anything until they could easily leap over the Blue Jays. But with Toronto FC is, if you've never been to a Toronto FC game, go to a scalper, get $10 tickets for the upper level, sneak down, and stand with the Red Patch Boys. Greatest experience in Toronto sports. Better than a Leafs game, because with these Leafs games, no one wears a Leafs jersey. There's always empty seats, and you see it all the time in the arena on TV, where there's near in the platinum seats there's always empty seats, and you know why that is? Because the season ticket holders with the best seats are the business owners that all kind of pitch in together, like a big company, and they kind of give tickets to their employees. But instead of going to the games, they have business meetings, kind of in the little dugout. If you've ever been to the Platinum Club, you know there's that little secret area underneath the seats, and they just do business meetings, and that's why they're never there at the start of periods, and it looks like the ACC is empty, even though the hardcore fans are either in the upper bowl or they're on the road in Buffalo, Montreal, and yeah, Florida during spring break. There's a great number of these fans down there, like me, and yeah. Why am I talking about hockey? I'm trying to talk about soccer. All right. Anyway, with TFC, the supporters are great. You see them in Columbus in the first game of the season. You see them go anywhere. I saw some fans at the versus LA Galaxy the other day where they got a very deserving, very good tie. And their fans are the best in the MLS. I don't know if that's saying much because Major League Soccer is kind of a small piece of the pie graph of the American sports, I guess, view. I guess 50% of that or more would be football. Hockey might be 10%. Basketball maybe 20-25%. MLS is probably like 3 to 4%. Maybe less than that. Beckham is 2% of that 3%. So, anyway. So Toronto FC, I'm liking the squad this year. De Rosario has scored most of the goals or helped with most of the goals, but I'm very glad to see he's the captain now because he is a leader, and you see how excited he is to play with Toronto FC and when he scores his goals and does his little dance. De Guzman, I think, was a great acquisition. I've really admired De Guzman's play and his ability to find open men on the wing and through balls, and his big afro is fun to watch when he does headers. And I'm glad what they're doing is during Toronto FC when they were first starting, they tried to have an all Canadian team, and they had Lombardo and all these terrible players, and that was just a bad idea. And now they're actually trying to win championships, so it's all good. At had a great game against the Galaxy. He's a bright young defender. I'm very excited to see how he's been growing. Stephen Fry might be the best goalie in MLS this season, so far, in my opinion. He's helped Toronto FC against Seattle. He had a huge game against the Galaxy. He had a huge game. He's been phenomenal this year. Oh man, he's from Switzerland. I didn't know that. I thought he was Canadian. Gabe Gala, he's a young guy and he's doing pretty well. He's been working good with Rosario up front. They've been working well. I think he's got a goal or two. Who we got else? LeBroca, he's a good player. Good game against the Galaxy. Sen Young, also a young guy, very good midfielder. O'Brien White has been very good up front. He had a good season last year as well. This year he seems to be coming home. The whole team is fine. I mean, what we need to work on, first of all, is our set pieces and defending set pieces and corner kicks, because we've had a little trouble. We've been a little lucky sometimes on those, as you saw in the last few games. We need to win on the road. I mean, it's not easy to win on the road, but you have to win on the road if you want to be a contender. You want to be a contender? It could have been someone. That was wrong quoting. Yeah, we gotta win. I mean, at home we're phenomenal. No problems at home. We're playing well. We're passing well. The fan support is there, so I love TFC fans and throwing their confetti and paper and all their junk at the players when they're doing corner kicks. That's awesome. I love that. It's funny as hell. Mo Johnson is another problem, because every year the team is drastically different. We need a good foundation, and besides Jeff Cunningham, we've had very good players that are having great years, such as Marvel Wynn. I always loved Marvel Wynn. I don't know why we got rid of him. Tyrone Marshall has been having a good year, and what's his name on the Galaxy? Edson Buttle is the top scorer in the league with LA, and we traded him away. So I don't see Gerber on the team anymore. I guess Gerber didn't have a great start, but Johnson's gotta stick with a good foundation. And currently, it's a pretty young team, looking at it. So I think this is a good team to stick with a while. Don't make any drastic changes. Yeah, bright young D, good. The offense is there with De Rosario. So I would keep this team. I think currently we're third, and the fact that we could tie LA on the road is a massive victory for Toronto FC fans. And there was always that debate, is Toronto FC overrated because the television ratings aren't there, and there's a lot of empty seats sometimes. And my answer is, there. If you go on the streets of Toronto FC, every day you'll see someone with a TFC jersey or a soccer jersey. You don't see people wearing Leafs jerseys right now or in the winter as much lately. Or Raptors jerseys, but soccer jerseys, all the time, you'll find them in Toronto. You play a little scrimmage, you'll see them. The seats that are empty are season ticket seats. And if it's a rainy day, some people might not want to see them, but the west side, south side, north side, all full. Huge crowds. Crowd support. Red Patch Boys and all those other clubs on the south side are always going crazy and standing up and doing their cheers and singing the Danny Dichio song. I'm glad they're still singing the Danny Dichio song, because that should be a tradition from now on. So it's been a great year for Toronto FC. They have to make the playoffs, because Toronto needs to, we don't really have a good team in any sport. It's kind of funny how MLSE owns 4 teams, and those 4 teams all suck. Actually, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. I want to win it. I want winners. I want people who want to win. Let's go. Come on, Toronto FC. You're our best hope. And anything can happen in the playoffs, as we've seen with New York Red Bulls. Exactly. So, let's go TFC. I think we're facing Vancouver this week, and we'll lock up the Neutralite Championship. So, we'll see you when we raise the trophy.